Hi everyone, welcome to day 9 of our 14-day yoga challenge. Today we're doing a yin yoga class to open up this side body. The wonderful thing about this class is that you won't be needing any props, so just get on your mat and we'll go and get started. We'll begin in a child's pose with our big toes together, knees apart. Not going with the knees too wide, keeping them about hip width distance apart. Instead of folding straight forward, we're gonna walk our palms forward and then bring both hands as far over towards the right as you can, reaching through the left palm and left fingertip so that you start to get a stretch into the left side of your waist, from the shoulder all the way down into the hip. Relaxing the neck and relaxing the forehead all the way down to the floor, holding this pose for about 3 or so minutes. Drawing the shoulder blades down the back, pressing the hips towards the heels, and taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. Feel the left side of your body expand on the inhale, creating space in the shoulder. Letting go of any tension you might be holding on to in the jaw or in the neck. Allowing the belly to relax. Sinking into the pose a little bit more with every exhale. We're more than halfway through. If you need to make any little adjustments, maybe crawl the left fingertips further forward or deepen the angle at the waist without lifting the hips off of the heels, holding for our last 10 deep breaths on this side. Plant the palms into the ground and start to walk them back as you lift your chest inch by inch, no rush. And we're going to move directly over to the other side. So hands go as far over towards the left as you can, feeling a reach and an extension through the right arm. So the further you're able to crawl your right fingertips, the deeper you'll be able to feel this into the right side of your waist. And then softening the neck once more, bringing the forehead to the floor. Keep intending the right hip to press down towards the right heel. We don't want to be overextending here and letting the shoulder lift up towards the ears. Keep it pressing down and away. Taking deep breaths into the right side of your waist and rib cage, so that you feel the ribs expand from side to side, front to back. About halfway through on the side, just like we did the first time, maybe re-extend a little bit further with your right palm. Moving deeper into the sensation without going past our edge or pushing too far. And resettling into the shape. Start to plant the palms into the floor. Let's walk back in, lifting the head, lifting the chest, coming back to center until our shoulders can come back up in line with the hips, and we're going to lower our way down onto our backs. So make space for the legs in front of you. We'll be coming into a laying spinal twist. So keeping the knees bent, feet flat on the mat, we're going to bring our arms out into a T shape. Simply lift your hips and shift them a couple inches over towards the right. And we're going to drop both knees over to the left. So this is option one. You want to try to keep pressing your right shoulder down into the floor. If this is enough of a stretch already into the right side of your waist, simply stay where you are. If you'd like to take it a little bit further, you're going to cross your right thigh over your left before letting the knees drop down. So if the right shoulder starts to lift up too high off the mat, it means you've twisted a little too much. Try to keep the collarbones facing up so that you're twisting from the navel down. We do these twists to help relieve any tension in the lower back and to improve digestion by compressing and releasing the internal organs. So make the most of your time in this pose by breathing deep into the belly and deeply into the lower back. So as we hold these poses, you might notice your mind starts to wander. Or you might start to distract yourself. And if that happens, just come back to your breath, focusing on the sensations in your body, the inhalation and exhalation through the nose. Taking 10 more breaths here. Firm up the belly just a little bit to help bring the knees back up to center and uncross the legs if that's the variation you were taking. Bring your hips back to the center of the mat, and before we do the other side, let's just bring our knees in towards the chest. Rocking a little bit, massaging the lower back. Set the feet back down to the floor. Arms back out into a T. This time your hips need to lift and go over towards the left. And we're going to drop our knees over towards the right. Cross your left thigh over your right if you'd like to go a little bit deeper on this side as well. And focus on keeping the left shoulder firmly planting down into the mat so that collarbones are facing up. Navel hugs in towards the spine to help protect the lower back and to help you twist a little bit deeper. And let go of any unnecessary tension in the neck, shoulders, and upper back. We want to be able to let gravity do most of the work for us here. the muscles in the legs and the glutes. See if you can let the knees drop down a little bit lower without using any force or strength. And let's firm up the belly, lifting the knees back up to center and uncrossing the legs. Just like we did before, let's pull our knees in towards the chest. So our last pose before we finish our practice, we'll take Bananasana, which is a side body strength and my favorite yin yoga pose. So stay lying down on your back and you're gonna lift your hips and shift them as far over towards the right as you can. And then bring your shoulders over towards the left and your ankles as much over towards the left as you can. So you're getting this nice side bend through the right side of your waist. We're gonna bring our arms up overhead, maybe holding on to the elbows. And if you'd like to go even further here, you're gonna cross your right ankle over the top of your left. So try not to let the right hip lift up too high off the mat. You wanna try to keep pressing it down so that you're stretching into the IT band and then getting the nice side bend here through the upper body as well. So the deeper you move into it, obviously the more intense this will be. Feel free to uncross the ankles or release the hold of the elbows if this is too much. So everything should be facing up towards the sky. We're not rolling on one side like we were in our twist. Always trying to press your right hip down a little bit closer towards the floor. Taking our last few moments in this pose. Relax anything that doesn't need to be working right now. Let's uncross the right ankle and set it back to the floor. Releasing the hold of the elbows, just come back to neutral here, recentering yourself, bending the knees, feet flat on the floor, and we'll switch sides. So let's lift our hips and shift them over towards the left. Go as far over towards the right as you can. Bring your ankles towards the right side of your mat. We're gonna reach our arms up overhead and grab a hold of the elbows, and this time you can cross your left ankle over your right if you'd like. Keep pressing your left hip down, so collarbones, hips, legs, everything is facing up towards the sky. So our last 3 minutes are here in this pose before we close our practice together. Tuning into your breath once more. Feeling the belly rise and fall and the chest expand. Our final minute in this pose, maybe stretch a little bit deeper if it's accessible, otherwise stay exactly as you are. Start to uncross the ankle and release the hold of the elbows. Let's go right away into Shavasana, our final resting pose, which is where I will leave you. So just spread out, take up some space, palms facing up, shrugging the shoulders away from the ears. Let yourself relax and feel free to stay here for as long as you would like, at least a couple minutes, so that your body can integrate the work you've done. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow for our next vinyasa class.